Hi everyone, my name is Joan Hicks and this is my poster presentation about age-related and culturally specific causes of depression underdiagnosis among older adults with results from the study on global aging and adult health, also known as SAGE. SAGE is a longitudinal study through the World Health Organization, including 6 middle-income countries: Mexico, China, Russia, Ghana, South Africa, and India. For this study, we predicted that the underdiagnosis of depression would be associated with poor functional quality of life, higher levels of stigma, and poor quality of healthcare. Due to depression being globally prevalent, underdiagnosed populations should be prioritized in order to understand ways in which cases are remaining undetected. Contextualizing cultural differences is crucial to the diagnosis and treatment of depression. In order to better understand patients dealing with depression, we should also understand where they come from and cultural differences. With 37,733 participants, this study's variables include depression, depression diagnosis, marriage, functional quality of life, quality of healthcare, social cohesion, and stigma. In order to measure the underdiagnosis of depression, researchers administered the World Mental Health Survey version of the Composite International Diagnostic Interview. Those who reported depressive symptoms but did not report a clinical diagnosis were therefore considered underdiagnosed. For the results section, I will go over significant predictors of underdiagnosis of depression across the different countries. Overall, 2 to 15% of participants have had depression in the past year but did not have a diagnosis. Being female predicted having depression without a diagnosis in China and India. As age increases, having depression without a diagnosis is more likely in China and in Russia and South Africa also. Across all 6 countries, marriage did not affect the underdiagnosis of depression. As income increases, the underdiagnosis of depression goes down in China and India. As memory gets worse, depression underdiagnosis goes up in China, but as memory gets worse in India, underdiagnosis depression goes down. Reports of poor healthcare in Ghana leads to worse underdiagnosis of depression. Increase in social cohesion is associated with higher depression underdiagnosis in Ghana and India, but lower in depression underdiagnosis in Mexico. As stigma goes up, the underdiagnosis of depression goes up in Ghana, but as stigma goes up in India, the underdiagnosis of depression goes down. Lastly, poor functional quality of life was a significant predictor of depression underdiagnosis in each country. This suggests that poor quality of life increases one's risk of experiencing underdiagnosed depression, potentially decreasing their ability to seek access to help for these symptoms. Overall, this study demonstrates the importance of highlighting depression in middle-income countries in order to address health disparities that are impacted by social influences.